Kornacki. This is a decisive victory. We are waiting for a few of the battleground states. Donald Trump is leading in them. He may get a battleground sweep here. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, he could end up going 7 for 7. You can see what we're waiting on here is Michigan, Nevada, Arizona. You also see Alaska. Trump is leading there. It just takes a long time to get the vote in. Look, honestly, if you look at the numbers in Arizona here, 2/3 or so is in. And this is a very encouraging start for Donald Trump here. It may take him a while to count the vote. Nevada, what's in so far, when you look at the patterns here where Trump is doing particularly well around Las Vegas, Republicans haven't done as well as he's doing there, maybe in 2 decades at the national level, the last time this state went red. And in Michigan right now, we're basically just waiting on Detroit in the area around Detroit. Trump with a 100,000 vote lead, about 100,000 votes left there in Detroit. It's going to come down, but actually leapfrogging Trump there for Harris will be tough. If she doesn't, 7 for 7 looms, and potentially this could rise to 308 electoral votes.
And he may well win the popular vote when all the votes are counted. So let's talk about, there it is, the realignment. And we're seeing a political realignment. And let's go by some of these groups. Hispanic voters broke in a big way for Donald Trump. Yeah,
I mean, just take a look. Here's the exit poll, our national exit poll of Hispanic voters. We have Harris winning Hispanic voters 53 to 45. Put this in some context. 4 years ago, the exit poll had Joe Biden winning the Hispanic vote by 33 points. And we were saying that was progress for Donald Trump 4 years ago. So what you see here tonight, this is just an absolute sea change. This would be the best performance for Republicans with a Hispanic vote, maybe in half a century, depending on how this shakes out. It could be even longer than that. And it has ripple effects on this map that are felt far beyond just those battleground states.
Yeah, well, tell us about that, because this map has some surprises, and perhaps the states that we expect to be blue, New Jersey, Illinois, they look blue, but when you get under the hood, you see a very tight margin that Democrats did not see coming.
Yeah, it'd be a lighter shade of blue. Why don't we look at New York State here, a real biggie. Okay, a double-digit win here for Kamala Harris, but this was 23 points for Joe Biden for you. This has been the standard Democratic margin, a blowout in New York. Trump basically cuts it in half, but where does he cut it in half? This is tiny. Let me blow it up. This is New York City, though. This is the population capital of the country here. Yeah, I mean, just take a look. Here is the Bronx. Look at this. Okay, 45 points for Kamala Harris, heavily Hispanic borough of New York City. It was 68. Biden wins it by 68. It comes down to 45, 23-point shift there. How about Queens? Another big borough here in New York City, 45 points for Biden, comes down to 24. Overall in New York City, Trump has posted a 15-point gain from the last time around.
Okay, we talked a lot about the gender gap and this being the battle of the sexes election. It was young men who perhaps have never voted before who turned out in droves for Donald Trump, and that made a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And you could see it one place. You could layer it, too, if you talk about young Hispanic men in particular. In one place we saw that was here in Pennsylvania that Donald Trump has flipped. A lot of small, mid-sized cities. You're talking about like a Hazleton, Allentown, places with large Hispanic populations. Some of the city of Hazleton is 70% Hispanic in Pennsylvania, and Donald Trump carried it.
All right, Steve, lots to unpack. Thank you very much.